Hey Emblem heads, today I'm going to teach you how to instruct, or just kind of talk about instructing your students during this game. So basically how it works is you're going to want to instruct people that are highly motivated. So you can instruct them as many times as possible. It doesn't affect the amount of time you spend instructing, depending on how many times, like compared to how motivated they are. Because if they're fully motivated, you can instruct them about 4 times. That doesn't affect how many people you can instruct, right? So you want to instruct them in things that you know you want them to do, right? So you don't want to instruct them in everything, because when you upgrade them to intermediate classes and higher classes, they can only do what the classes say they can do. So if you turn them into a great knight, or like a horse riding knight, you know, they can only use lances, axes, and swords, and use their horse. Doesn't mean it means they can't use tomes. It means they can't use other like brawler items. So you don't want to upgrade them in that. So keep that in mind. You want to kind of stick to where you want these guys to be. All right, you need to make the decision early and kind of stick with it. Now, each character has the 3 stars. I don't know what this is called, so I'm just calling it the 3 stars in them. Actually, they don't. Not every character has one. As you can see, this character does not. What that does is when they get the 3rd star, they will get new interests, and they'll get things, you know, which will get more experience during lessons. So it'll let them learn new abilities. So in areas that they weren't interested in, but then you taught them in. It does make it easier if you, as a character, are already good at those abilities. That has the 3 stars, kind of increases makes it easier to do. But yeah, so make sure you don't be afraid to use all their mood, like get them right down to satisfied. All right, so get them right down to like use all that mood that's available. Don't be afraid of them being upset afterwards or anything like that. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to use all their mood up completely. You'd be wasting your time if you are not. So don't save any of it. It's pointless to do it. And yeah, so that's just kind of my 2 cents on instructing. I like it. You know, like there's certain symbols beside it. You know, I don't know if you guys know, but the symbols, when it's the red downward arrow, it means that it's harder to train them in that certain thing, certain talent. And then when it has the hand, it means that you're good at it. So you also can, you know, provide more experience in that specific subject. So yeah, there's a lot of little nuances around it, but you know, mainly I think the main takeaway is you make sure you pick like 3 things that you want them to do, and then stick to it, because you're just throwing experience away and wasting time if you do it any other way. When I first started playing, I would give everybody magic abilities, because I thought, oh well, why wouldn't I want everybody to know magic? But once they got to intermediate classes and they started getting higher ranked, there was characters that couldn't use the magic that I already taught them, because it's not part of their class. So yeah, so that's just the way it is. I hope this video helped you. If it did, please like it, and please remember, don't subscribe to me.